Hello and welcome back. Today we are doing something a little different. We will not be building any of these because they are already built. In fact, this will be a 6 Speed Champion review about these sets. So I believe I built the Ferrari first, then the Camaro, then the Sienna, then the Porsche P1, and the GTR. Now, let's go through some of the characteristics. The cost, these two cost the most. The Ferrari and the GTR were 20 bucks, and these were all 15. So the smaller ones were 15, and you can see the size. I mean, the comparison is pretty evident. The GTR is quite a bit wider. Slightly longer, and the GTR and the Ferrari have more pieces. In fact, the Ferrari had 275 pieces, and the GTR was 298 pieces, right? And the other ones are, around 180, 160-ish. The Porsche, you've got 180. The McLaren, you've got 168, the P1 that is. Camaro, you have 198. Of course, you've got extra pieces with the wrench and the minifig as well. And the Sienna, you have 219. Now, let's do, first of all, let's do a roll test. Let's see how these roll. Slight push. That's pretty good. There's that one. This doesn't roll that well. I'm pushing about the same amount of force, and it just does not roll as well. I'm not sure why. Right? Sienna. Camaro. Camaro rolls really well. And the Ferrari rolls really well. It's super smooth. Ferrari's probably the smoothest of them all. Not sure why. I mean, it's the same as... That is the same as the GTR, the connectors. So I'm not sure why the Ferrari is the smoothest. So the Ferrari is the smoothest. It probably is the most complex build because of all the small little pieces that you have. Yeah, and it's the only build with anything movable. The side mirrors, move back and forth. So there's that. Now, well, that's not true. The P1 has a spoiler that moves, but I really don't like the spoiler because that comes off way too easily. I mean, that's it, right? So the fin on the spoiler just comes off way too easily. I also don't like how this guy is attached. This, this articulates, but boom, it pops out, right? So on both McLarens, they do have spoiler problems. The other thing is, this is kind of, the attachment point is just those four, and that's it. So that kind of is probably not as durable as the other ones, where this one, it's all one solid piece. I can hold it like this on the Camaro, right? So we went through the roll test, the cost, with these being more expensive, $5 more. These are all the same, about 15. Complexity, the Ferrari's the most complex. The most fun to build, actually, I thought was the Nissan GTR. I just like building this guy. It was fun building him. I wish they had doors that opened, but that would increase the costs, so I do understand. And these are, you know, $15, $20 sets. They're not $100 sets, $150 sets. So I get it. It is nice that all of them, you can remove the canopy and you can fit minifigs in there. So Nissan GTR is a 2-seater. And I would grab all of these by the body and not by the canopy because it will just lift off. 1-seater. I think the rest are just 1-seater. These are all 1-seaters. The Ferrari the Ferrari is a 2-seater. Yeah. So the bigger sets are 2-seaters and these are all 1-seaters. Now, this is the Camaro is the most solid of all of these. You could hold this by, I mean, it's coming apart now, but if I push it down, you'd hold it by the canopy, you know, and it doesn't come off. You have to physically take it off. It has the roll cage, so that's kind of nice. Also, the tires have Chevrolet Camaro printed on them, so that's also nice. None of the other ones have that. Although these you could change out the spoke pattern, right? You can change that out. Same thing with this guy. You could actually take that out, and you could take this one out too. I'm not going to do it because I would need to get the wrench. Oh, maybe I'll just do it anyway. Which one has the wrench? The McLaren has a wrench. Does he have a wrench? He has a wrench. So the McLaren has a wrench. And just to show you real quick, these are interchangeable. You know, I take this out, take the pin off, and I put this in here. I pop that, and now I can use a different spokes, right? So that can change. It's kind of nice. Gives you some variety, and you know they come with 2 sets. You can switch them up if you want. Now I do wonder, those are all pretty much the same. I wonder if this will fit. This might. Maybe the Porsche has rims. No, maybe not. Yeah, the Porsche does not have spokes. So you cannot change those out. But let's see about the Ferrari and the Nissan. Oh, I was able to take that off without taking the pin out. My guess is they are interchangeable. Yes, so that's kind of nice. You get the gray on black, and of course you get put it in correctly, the black on gray. Right, that looks a little nicer. I would probably do something like that. And then, of course, on the GTR, you would have this. And that shows up a little more than the all black. I think I will do that. Although that does look nice too, because, yeah. Well, let's see. I could swap out just the whole thing. Right? Let's see what this looks like. All right. I do like the black with the white. I'll keep that. So I'll change it back. Ferrari has the nicest tires, nicest set of wheels. So we'll put that back. Is that what he had? Oh no. They have grays. So I do like that. So I am going to change them out. Yes. So this is this guy. Take that out. Put this in. Black, black. This is, am I missing? Oh, this is the extra one from the bag, from the McLaren. Yes, okay. So now, I'm going to put that guy, and I'm going to change these out. Take this, take that, right? And I'm going to take the Ferrari one. Oops, we got a mirror come off. So now take the pins out. I'm going to pop out the spokes, right? And change this out. So black is going to get gray. Gray is going to get the black, so it contrasts a little bit. And there you go. There it is. So now, put them back in. We get new tires. So these are the same. And then we'll have to do the, well, they should be the same, the roll test again. Yeah, they're the same tires, so we don't need to do it. And this guy, same there, and same here. So that looks a little better. Instead of all black, we've got some contrast. And then, yeah, just look at how these move, right? It's the same amount of force. I'm using the same amount of force. And the Ferrari is just smoother. It just rolls a lot better. Of course, in real life, you would pay a lot more for one of these too. But there you go. That is the review of the 6 Speed Champions. This is the most plain. These have spoiler problems. McLarens have spoiler problems. The muscle car, Camaro, is the most solidly built. I mean, this guy can probably run to a brick wall. The funnest build was the GTR. Also the most pieces at 298. And surprisingly, this one is 219 pieces. But I think it's because you get you get a wind tunnel as well. So this is why this one, the Sienna, is 219 wind tunnel. So that's probably why. If you take this out, you know, let's take out minus 20 pieces, maybe 25. You're back down to 195, 185, which is comparable to the rest. This is 198. So there you have it. I'm not sure what kind of info you guys are looking for, but leave it in the comments if you like reviews, if you want to see more reviews, comparisons between the different sets, or if you just like the builds and for me to shut up and just build it. Most complex, most fun, most well built, least. I mean, this guy's pretty well built too. He's not gonna. You're not gonna lose anything, and I can grab this by the canopy, and it just stays. The back's not gonna fall off, so that's nice. So these two are the most well built for playability, in case the kids want to go Hot Wheels and break things. These, your spoilers will fall off, I guarantee it, and maybe other things too. Yeah, this is pretty. That's the back part. The fender's on there pretty well. This fender is not on there well at all. That's just, I mean, yeah. But everything else is pretty solidly built. And this rolls the best. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And let me know what you think. If you want to see more reviews, or if you want to see more builds, or do you want to see reviews of just 2 things instead of 6? I think 6 is better. More is always better. Until next time, have a good one.